Alright guys, what's going on? So finally, this is my third attempt at this video and I've debugged all the options that could possibly pertain to this, but this is going to be how to display your PlayStation Vita on your PC. This is going to be kind of tedious. First two things you're going to need is this OBS Studio, which I will have the link down below. It's for 64-bit. This will work with Windows 7, 8, and 10. If you do not have 64-bit, you can just go to Google and search OBS Studio and go to their website and download the version that you need. The second thing you're going to need is the latest version of this plugin called UDCD_UVC. It's a SKPRX, so it's a Vita plugin. You will need to be running HENKaku Enzo 365 or the 368 exploit in order to do this, in order to run customized plugins and such. And lastly, you're going to need the VitaShell version 1.98 installed to be able to use your VitaShell. Now, there's going to be a couple of things that I'm going to point out in the video, but I'm going to list them off right now. When you use USB mode in VitaShell, it completely opts out the plugin per se. So what that means is that you could stream your Vita to your PC, but once you use USB mode in your Vita Shell, you can no longer do that. I don't know why. I think it's because it like kind of cancels itself out because you need to use the Vita Shell USB pickup instead of the UDCD pickup. But that's pretty much it. So without further ado, let's dive into this video. So first what you're going to do is you're going to install the OBS Studio. I've already installed this program here. And basically, all you're going to do is just run the installation prompts. If it asks for you to install Intel software, which is a secondary software, you don't have to install it. Just hit cancel, and you'll be left with this program. Now, what you're going to need to do now is plug your PlayStation Vita into USB mode using your Vita Shell 1.98. You can either automatically update it by connecting to Wi-Fi on your PS Vita. If you have the Vita adapter, you're going to have to reboot your device and hold L while it boots up to disable all the plugins, update the Vita Shell, and then reboot again to get all your plugins active. And then with your SD to Vita, just go to your UMAO if you swapped it for UXO and copy the Vita Shell folder from UMAO over to the UXO, which is your SD to Vita, and then restart Vita Shell and you will be updated. Which I can show how to do that, but I'll show how to do that in a different video. And when I come out with that video, the link will also be below. So what you're going to do is you're just going to go into bring up your Vita Shell. I don't need to worry about fixing the software. Now, this right here, what we're looking at is the UXO. I change mine to memory card every single time, so this is technically my UMAO. And what you're going to do is just take your UDC and copy that to the root directory. Okay, so once that's copied over, the other thing that we're going to do is go directly to the PS Vita and I will show you what to do from there, and I will actually be using the streaming software. So like I said, I'm using my USB mode right now. I'm going to have to read and then yeah, because see, this comes up here. You don't want this to come up. If this comes up, it should automatically go away when it starts picking up the other driver to display on your PC. And you'll notice that when you reboot in the long run, but I'm going to show you how to do all that further on. So let's just hop to the PlayStation Vita screen and I'll show you the rest of this video. Alright, so here we are at the PlayStation Vita screen. So like I said, I had to reboot in order to get this up and running, but let's just pop into Vita Shell real quick and I'll show you the rest of the things that you need to do on the PlayStation Vita, which make it very simple. So like I said, I copied the plugin to my UMAO, which is my actual memory card for the PlayStation Vita, just because I like to have that safety precaution that I won't get any corrupt data and it's going directly to the memory card. And as I said, that's my UMAO because I am using a USB or a SD to Vita adapter application. So if we scroll down all the way to the bottom here, we're going to see the plugin right here. Simply what you're going to do is you're just going to hit triangle on that and hit copy. And once you do that, just go back to the root directory and go to your UR0. Once you're there, scroll down to your TAI folder, TAI, and then copy that plugin to this directory. Once you've done that, you're going to have to go to your config text. In the configuration text, underneath kernel, you're going to want to type this as follows: UR0 TAI /UDCD UVC.skprx. And if you want to start a new line, just hit triangle and where the hell is it? Just go down here. Is it? Yeah, insert empty line. There it is. So for an example, I would insert an empty line at the bottom here, and then once you do that, just select that line and then you type this just like that, and that's pretty much it. So once you've done that, you're going to want to exit and save your modifications. We'll just double check here. The UDCD_UVC is there, and the configuration text also states the TAI UDC directory like we have written. I'll have that written in the description below as well. And that's pretty much it. So we're just going to exit right back to the root directory here, and now all you have to do is reboot your device. And you can do that right from here. So just hit start and then select reboot. And when you reboot, you should be good to go. And I don't need to do that because I'm using it. And then when you reboot and open up the program, you're going to need to do a couple of things. And I will show that in the other screen recorder right now. Alrighty, so I'm doing this again because the audio came through really glitchy the last time. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take a look at this program. We've rebooted our PlayStation Vita after setting up the necessary files, and we're going to open up this program, the OBS Studio. Once you open it up, this will not display immediately. You're going to have to go to Sources and right-click and select Add and say PS Vita device, and then it will display your PlayStation Vita. Like I said, if you use USB mode with your PlayStation Vita using the Vita Shell, you will have to reboot before you can use this program again. Other than that, you're good to go. So yeah, so rate, comment, subscribe. I'll talk to you guys later.